Hi there, Ellwood City sports fans, alongside Neshannock Lancer fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania, as we bring you today's matchup. It's varsity and JV boys basketball. It's MAC action on a Tuesday night. Nice brisk 40 degrees outside. It warmed up just for this game, but I think tonight, Dakota, it'll be a lot warmer in here, raining some threes. My name is Brad Windhorst for Ellwood City Sports alongside Dakota Marshall. Thad Sturgeon will be joining us later on for the varsity matchup. As we get ready to go underway, starting us off will be the JV matchup between the Wolverines in the white jerseys, home jerseys, and the Neshannock Lancers in their gray road jerseys. A little side note for those who paid attention this past weekend, the Wolverines did defeat the Quaker Valley Quakers. In that matchup, number one, Chucky Schweinsberg did get hit in the head and was taken to the hospital. He's back. He's ready to go. In fact, he's in front of you right now. We'll make a note of it as we talk in this first little section here. The numbers are a little bit different for the Wolverines tonight because of that.
Ball goes out of bounds off of the Lancers, making it Ellwood ball as Caleb Cervic, number 15, will inbound. Also on the court, you have number 11, Chucky Schweinsberg, number 10, Nate Kennedy, 22, Jackson Kerr, and number 30, Matthew Flumer.
So the two numbers that are a little bit different, Matthew Flumer gives off his number 11 off to Chucky Schweinsberg, and Flumer now officially has number 30. So there are two little side notes there. And as Neshannock starts off with a turnover, but I think we're going to get
a foul on Caleb Cervic, number 15. That'll be his first, team's first. Brad, you want to give us starters for Neshannock?
Yep, we'll go through the starters here for Neshannock. With the ball right now is number 1, Gino Mazzacco. Number 3, Ashton Allison. Number 4, Philip Jim. And 22, Jeffrey Measle. And 24, Grayson Fury.
And shot was good by the Lancers, making them up 2-0 as Chucky Schweinsberg now has the ball.
And one of the things that we saw with the Wolverines is that full court pressure. Well, the Lancers do exactly the same thing right back at them.
Kennedy for 3.
Shot's no good. Rebound will go to number 22, Jeffrey Measle. Quick pass up here to Mazzacco, the younger brother. Shot for 3, bending, no good. Backside rebound goes to a nice play, Jackson Kerr. Off to Chucky. Chucky Schweinsberg looking to drive. We've got to watch it from behind. He does. It's still in play, though.
And he was out of bounds.
You're going to stay out of bounds off of Fury. It'll stay with the Wolverines.
Richie quick with that whistle on that one. So Kennedy now to inbound for the Wolverines. Body's all over the place. He's got to get it in. And he does. And it was tipped, so no over and back.
Yep, so it'll stay with the Wolverines. Quickly into the corner, Kennedy for 3, line drive, in and out, halfway down. Rebound once again there to Fury. Fury looking to push. This is up-tempo, folks. We said it, raining threes and everything. Hand off to Mazzacco. He'll reset here, man-to-man defense by the Wolverines. Extended man-to-man, past the three-point line. Mazzacco drives, shot that goes up, it bends, no good. Rebound, this time to number 3, and we're going to have a foul.
Kennedy gets the foul as he is fully on the back of number 3. So that'll be first foul on Kennedy and team's second.
So going to the line. Well, they're not going to say in the act of shooting. Okay. Interesting.
Quick inbound there.
Shot there. Nice block by Flumer. Rebound goes to Neshannock around the horn. Mazzacco for 3, line drive. Bending, no good. Rebound once again to Jim. And it'll go out of bounds.
Out of bounds off of Ellwood, so it's going to stay Lancer ball. Excuse me.
So early.
Michael Cuevas now checking in for the Wolverines as Kennedy will take a seat.
Yeah, and I was going to say there, Dakota, a lot of early adjustments here that's going to be needed by the Wolverines as they are down 2-0. Shot from 3, no good. Rebound goes to Jackson Kerr. He passes up to Chucky Schweinsberg. Wolverines looking to set up their offense, although that pressure is right in their face.
Kerr now with the ball, gets it out to Cervic.
Cervic just reset. Thought about the 3, but he wants to set something up here. Into the corner. Kerr, double team comes. Tipped. It's going to be stolen there. Should have been technically behind the back, I believe. Layup is no good. Flumer will get the rebound, and we go the opposite way now.
Schweinsberg
with the
coming
ball.
up with the ball.
Pass up to Kerr. Across the middle to Flumer, splits the defenders, and nice block there by Measle.
And Kerr ends up with the ball.
Pass out front, almost stolen there. Chucky out to Cervic. He'll look to drive now. Back out to Chucky. Unfortunately, this is going to be over and back.
That one's going to be over and back as soon as he touches it. There we go. Checking in now is number 23 for the Lancers.
And I believe number 4, Tyler Smiley, is going to come in for Chucky.
Yes.
23, Lyle Freeze comes in. Pass goes over to Allison. Backdoor cut, it's open, it's there, and it's good. Nice bucket by number 24, Grayson Fury for 2. And all of a sudden, JV, it's 4-0. Ball handling
Smiley
here.
gets it to Flumer.
Flumer now double teamed there. Smiley will bring it out to the point. Neshannock Lancers defense coming through so far in this one. Backdoor cut. Out the point here to Michael Cuevas. Over to Cervic. Hasn't thought about that 3 just yet.
Cervic looking for some help. It gets tipped.
Yep. Taken by Smiley.
And taken
now
back by
Cuevas.
Cuevas.
He'll look to split the defenders. He does. Take it to the hoop. He does. No foul
He's
on
blocked,
either thing.
And
wow.
ball goes out of bounds off of the Lancers. So Ellwood ball as Keithan Jones, number 23, checks in for Cuevas.
Whew.
Cervic now to inbound.
That's all the words that you need to say. Whew. A
Out
lot
to
of
Smiley.
action. A lot of action for a 4-0 game here. Smiley takes that 3. Line drive. It's
and
good.
It's good for 3.
Good start there for Tyler Smiley coming off the bench for 3. Drive here by Jim. Puts it up. Bending, no good. Tipped over here, out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with Neshannock. No, it's not.
Wow. I
Yeah.
thought Flumer tipped that out. So
Yep.
now checking in number 31, Dante Pierce for Flumer. So Smiley now to inbound the ball for the Wolverines. Got to get it in. Gets it into Keithan Jones.
Brings the ball up the court here. Keithan off to Smiley. He picks up his dribble in a bad spot. Passes out of it to Cervic. They'll reset here. Not saying much here other than a 5'11 versus 5'7 difference. Whew. It can be seen. Smiley.
Cervic gets it to Smiley.
Yep. Ooh, he's going to get caught.
And travel.
Yep, he got caught.
Now coming back in, number 10, Nate Kennedy.
For Kerr. So that Neshannock defense, very aggressive so far. And yet we sit here, Dakota. It's 4-3 with 2:36 remaining first quarter. Right now, we're talking probably somewhere in the ballpark of 20 points in the past couple of weeks. This is more like your backyard brawl,
Tip
shall we
there
say.
by Kennedy.
Drive to the hoop. Stolen once again, this time by Cervic.
To Pierce.
Yep, 2-on-1. He'll lose the ball, get it back, and go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolverines.
Wow. Now
Yeah.
checking in, Brandon Hendrickson.
So we're used to the hockey line change, but tonight it's a 1-for-1 change by the Wolverines.
So Kennedy gets it into Hendrickson. But ball go out of bounds off of him. So now Lancer ball
Yep.
at the sideline.
One of the things I would say this JV team for the Wolverines have their pride on is ball handling, and tonight it has not been there just yet. This Neshannock defense has been it's been opportune so far. Pass out there to Freeze, line drive, bending, no good, and that should have been an offensive foul, no call. Shot's going to be tipped and taken there by Smiley, so I guess karma with the rebound stat, I guess. Smiley with the ball. Passes over to Henderson, left open for 3, line drive. Oh, no good, left it a little bit short. Rebound goes to Fury. And just like his name, Fury it comes. Shot by Jim, no good. Backside rebound's going to be tipped around, taken by Freeze. Does get out of it. Nice pass, but stolen by Kennedy. No foul there.
Kennedy stays on his feet.
Drive it to the hoop. I like it. If they're not going to call it, drive it to the hoop. See, make him make it. Dante.
Pierce with the rebound.
putback.
And
falls.
it's good. Wolverines
Wow.
get their first lead of the night, 5-4.
I did not expect this.
With about
5-4.
a minute remaining in this quarter.
Minute 10 officially, and if you're just joining us, wow, defense aplenty. This is a backyard brawl for sure. Freeze, line drive, it's good. And all of a sudden, they say, nope, it's not. 7-5 Neshannock. Dante inbounds quick to Kennedy. Got to be quick for this. Good pressure, reach in, no call. There's no reach there. Kennedy with the ball, pass off, and I think we're going to get a foul.
Fouled now.
Yep.
So that foul is going to be on number 4, his team's first foul.
So both teams no foul trouble, only 3 fouls total.
So looks like Cuevas came back in for Smiley.
Yep. So reset here. Kennedy will be inbounding. Your typical line play, inbounds play here. Get the ball in.
Gets it into Jones.
Jones brings up the ball here. Guarded by Freeze. Off to Cuevas. Cuevas doing a little bit of the weave here. Kick out. Nope, he takes a shot. I like the runner, but no good. Rebound goes to Fury. Outlets to Measle. Measle to the hoop. No good. And that should have been a foul as well. Kennedy picks up the ball.
Ends up with the ball.
Kennedy looking to drive. He will drive, stop, pops, puts it up. No good. Rebound tip taken by Hendrickson.
Gets the ball.
Cuevas open for 3. Line drive. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It should be.
And it stays with Ellwood.
Wow. Okay.
Chucky Swinesburg, number 11, now checking in, as well as 22, Jackson Kerr.
So this is going for the 3-point shot, or the shooters per se on offense here with 11.5 seconds.
Hendrickson and Pierce check out for the Wolverines.
So again, going for the shooters from the outside edge. Got to get it in though.
Kennedy's got to inbound it. Gets it into Kerr.
Nice play, backdoor cut. Ooh, and I think he's going to get called for the travel. Yep. Neshannock, 8.3 seconds remaining, first quarter. Quick inbounds here. Clock is running. 5 seconds at the timeline. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Gets it off in time. It's no good. Just left it short. So,
at the end of one, score is 7-5 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers.
After all that, a 7-5 first quarter. Would not expect anything else. We'll take a timeout. We'll bring you second quarter action here. JV matchup, 7-5 Neshannock. All right, folks, welcome back into the big gym here. Second quarter ready to go. 7 minutes up on the board. I got a text from one of our friends. Yeah, great action and a big whew is definitely needed after that first quarter. 7-5. Lancers came out early, up 4-0, and since then a 5-3 run by the Wolverines. Although that's not a good way to start it. Stolen and taken by Jim. The shot is up and it's good. So Philip Jim quickly with 5 points, and it's all of a sudden 9-5.
Kennedy gets it into Flumer. Out to Swinesburg.
Across the timeline. Chucky wide open is Kerr. No foul there. There it is. Okay.
So that one's going to be on number 1. Yes, number 1. His team's first foul. So
that's on Mazzocco. Yeah, nobody in foul trouble. Only 4 fouls now total in this game.
Kennedy's got to get it in, and he does, but it is tipped there and taken by the Lancers.
It's up, no good.
Shot,
rebound,
no good.
Now we got a 2-on-2 the other way. Kerr into the corner, off to Kennedy. Kennedy double teamed in a bad spot. Better call timeout or something. Flumer now. Double team, Kerr's open, but he can't see it because, well, he's double teamed. Scoop shot, granny shot.
Swinesburg.
Out to Schweinsburg. And we'll reset here, 6:10 remaining. Drive the hoop, kick out to Kennedy. Ooh, boy.
Ball tipped there, but Kennedy maintains.
Nice
out to
baseball
Kerr,
pass.
and it's good.
And that was needed. All you needed was 1 second for somebody to look up, and it was there. Quickly come the Lancers, and I think we're going to get a reaching foul
there on Cuevas, I'm going to guess. That should be Cuevas' team's first of the quarter.
So inbounding now will be number 25. First time we've seen him, and that's Finnegan Haggerty, a name that we are familiar with Neshannock. Double team comes. Spinorama move. Whoo! Shot is up, and it's good. It falls. Nice bucket there by number 24, Grayson Furry. He's got 4 points.
Swinesburg slowly bringing the ball up. And then time to speed things up a little bit.
Driving in the corner. A little bit of weave motion here. Picked up the dribble, back out to Kennedy. Here comes the double team. Somebody is open when there's a double team. Just saying. Man, I sound like Thad now. Off the Chucky, left open for three, line drive. It's good. A big bucket for number 11. You heard it. That's right, number 11, Chucky Schweinsberg. Pass in the corner. Back out to the point here to Mazzocco. We'll reset. Cuevas says, nope, not having it. We're going to stay with you. Pass in the corner. I like that defense by Flumer. Back out to the point. Mazzocco now looks to drive. He'll put up the runner. It's blocked somewhat, and it falls. So nice bucket there by Mazzocco. I think he was helped by Flumer. So he tipped that one just the slightest bit.
Neshannock's wanting a full court press.
I don't blame him. So far, handling for the Wolverines not the best.
And into the stands, intended for Cuevas, as Cervic now comes in for Cuevas and about three Lancer players.
Yep. So inbounding will be Philip Jim here. 4:26 remaining here. First half. Zaka drives the hoop, kick out here, wide open, left for three. Haggerty, it's no good. Rebound will be taken by Neshannock.
He was real close to that line.
Yes, he was. Jim in and out. How it doesn't fall just makes no sense.
The ball.
Halfway down and back out. Quick passes here. Chucky, it's up and it's good. Nice extra pass there by Kerr in the corner. And Wolverines keeping it tight, 13-12. Double team comes out of the hands of Mazzocco. Back around the horn here we go, and I think
and a travel.
Oh, travel. My apologies.
So that's a turnover in favor of the Wolverines as Smiley comes back in for Swinesburg.
And that's what happens when you take your eyes off the play and you look at your sheet.
Long pass out there to Cervic, and he got it.
No call. We're coming back the other way.
Good.
Into the corner. Drive down the lane. Up, no good. Hits the backboard.
And Kennedy with the ball now.
Yep, now we're going the other way. Kennedy with the ball. He somehow keeps this. Definitely a foul there.
But he is fouled. So going to the line 4-2 is Kennedy.
And, folks, if you're not here yet, if you're thinking about coming to a game, this would be the game to come to because, my goodness, they are letting them play.
That foul is on number 24, his first, team's second now of the quarter. Kennedy going to the line for two.
First one a little too hard by Kennedy. As Dante Pierce and Keith and Jones will check in. I think Jones will sit there for the shooter, Kennedy. Second free throw. That one's a little bit better this time around. I'd like to score even.
Now checking in for Kennedy.
13 all, just like the game should be. 3:33 remaining. A lot of threes up there. We said it raining three. And so far, not too bad. Zocco off to the other side point. Fury thought about it. Quick little extra passes. Mazzocco for three. Bending, no good. Rebound, push from behind. Everybody's on the floor. Even Cervic somehow stays with Neshannock. Turnaround spinner. It's up and it's good. The bank is open for Fury. And I think the players are starting to realize if they're not going to make calls, we're going to play a little bit aggressive. They got to be very careful when that happens.
Cervic now gets it across the timeline.
Smiley. Oh, he thought the same thing I was thinking. That back door is open if he takes it to the hoop. Off to Jones. Cut through Smiley. Here comes the cut through Jackson Kerr. Off to Cervic. Ooh, that's a bad pass. The pressure is there by Neshannock.
So number 23 checked in for Neshannock.
Ball quickly inbounded here. 2:40 remaining, first half. There's backdoor cut there to Jim. Takes a foot through. And
a foul way away from the ball.
honestly, there could have been a lot of calls so far in this one.
So that's going to be on number 22 for Neshannock, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, 22 on Neshannock. His first, team's third now of the quarter. And number 25 checked in for Neshannock.
Ball inbounded to Smiley. Tough position here. He picks up his dribble.
And number 4 gets the foul now. That will be his second, team's fourth.
Yeah, that should be his second. Right now they have first up on the board.
Well, they haven't put it up yet. They haven't put the foul up yet.
Okay, so so
Jolene's trying to look to figure out who it was.
I wondered.
So, yes, that is the second foul for Neshannock, number 4, and their fourth team foul. So, unofficial timeout here as we get everything straightened out with the book and everything. Make sure the board is up to date.
Well, this is a great time to do an ad filler there, Dakota. You can check us out on our website, www.ecwolverines.com, Facebook, Twitter, X, Z, whatever I don't know what it is anymore. Each day it changes. You can also check us out on YouTube. Type in Ellwood City Wolverines. Make sure you subscribe to keep your notifications turned on because every time we go live, you'll be notified. www.ecwolverines.com. Dakota,
because we schedule our lives about 30 minutes before, you will get a notification.
It'll say da-da-da, 30 minutes.
Live.
Yep. Dakota, this has been an interesting one so far as we officially have 2:27 up on the board. A lot of defense by both teams, and that's why the score is 15-13.
Yeah, fouls just 4-1,
Yeah,
so Ellwood not in any foul trouble.
Yep.
Neshannock has 1, and then so they're saying off of Neshannock, so it's going to stay Ellwood ball. So ball must have been tipped. I didn't see it, but
We'll stay tipped.
all right. Now Smiley to inbound the ball. Got to get it in, and he does to Kerr.
Quick extra pass, tipped out of bounds. That one will definitely stay with the Wolverines.
And Ricky is asking for a 30-second timeout.
I like that call. That's a smart call. I think we all need a little bit of a timeout.
He had to walk a little bit out of the box before
they
even saw that he was calling the timeout. So
I do not blame him.
30-second timeout, Ellwood City. That's the first timeout of this game, Brad.
Yeah, and to be honest, how they've been calling this game, I'm surprised that they're letting them play. And
they are definitely letting them play.
I like it, and as Thad says, as long as they let it go both ways, we're okay.
So coming out of that timeout, Wolverines to inbound the ball there from underneath their own hoop. Smiley's got to get it in. And he does.
Cervic.
Quick
back underneath the hoop. Jones, runner, bending, no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds.
And stays with the Wolverines. As Hendrickson now checks in for the Wolverines, and Jones will take a seat.
So all of a sudden, we kind of got into a standstill.
Get it in. We've seen this a lot lately.
Yes.
Ellwood's had it, that ball was tipped, and Kerr ends up with it.
Kerr brings it back up the court. Quick pass there to Dante Pierce. Pierce turnaround, puts it up. He mulches it up.
It's good. Makes it a tie score once again, 15-all.
That was all muscle. He got a little deflected in his hand. He still got it up, 15-all. Azako showing the skills here. Runner, it's no good, but
foul there, so no shot. Oh, yes, they counted the shot and an and one then. Yes, they counted the bucket. So
don't know what to say about that, but okay.
That foul is on number 4, Smiley, his first, team's second. So going for the and one is Masako. And it's good.
Okay, so big three-point play the old way there from Mazaka, and all of a sudden we're looking up at the board. He's got 7.
He will take a seat, though, as number 22 checks in for the Lancers. Cervic gets it into Smiley, back to Cervic.
Minute 40 remaining, first half. Quickly up here to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, cross court, bounce pass, Smiley, back in the corners. To Kerr, line drive
And
is
it's good for 3.
Big bucket.
Tie it up again.
That is the 4th lead change, I believe, so far in this one, or tie for that matter. Runner's good by number 24, Fury. He's got 8 now. So back and forth. Here we go.
Henderson gets it to Smiley. He brings it across the timeline to Cervic.
Cervic gets a screen from Pierce. Backdoor cut. I love the move. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right. Nice play there by the Wolverines.
Tie it up again. And a 30-second timeout by Neshannock.
Okay. Nice back and forth action, folks. 20 all. Wow. This is the way that games should be played, especially at the JV level.
Looks like Jones, Cuevas, and Kennedy will all be checking in after this timeout.
So there's your hockey line change. If you're a fan of the hockey team, if you're baffled like I am, Dakota, remind me, I'll have to show you a video clip. The Penguins scored an own goal last night that should not have happened on a power play. Right now, Penguins not looking good. But if we're talking about hockey, our hockey line changes are very efficient here, 5 for 5.
Yeah, so just under a minute remaining in this second quarter.
Yeah, officially 59.8 seconds up on the board. That 0.8, we don't really show it on our screen, but we have seen in the past that 0.8 seconds can make or break you. We'll see if that comes into play
Neshannock
tonight.
Inbounds, and Mazako checked back in with that timeout.
Yeah. Full court pressure, or not full court pressure, but man-to-man defense extended. Rebound to Jones.
Ends up with it, but it is tipped and taken there by Neshannock.
Shot for 3, line drive, no good. Rebound, Cuevas. Outlets to Jones, the 2-on-1 if he goes and rushes it. He does. Back to him maybe. Oh, man, now we're hitting heads. This is when it gets ugly. People jumping over people. 30 seconds. Quick pass off here to number 5, Wozniak. Over to Mazako. Mazako splits the defenders. Runner bending, no good. Tipped around.
Out there. Jones ends up with it out to Hendrickson.
It's up and it's
for the bucket, and it's good.
First
Wolverines
lead.
take the lead, 22-20.
Big lead here by the Wolverines. First time tonight. 10 seconds remaining.
Second time.
Up and it's good again.
Tie it again.
Wow.
With under 5 seconds remaining.
Yep, gotta go. Kennedy from half court.
It's up. No good as it hits the backboard. So, at the end of 2, we are tied 22 all. A little bit of foul trouble for the Lancers, but no one in the bonus yet. No one. I don't think anyone in real big foul trouble.
No, the only foul trouble.
As a team, they were at 4.
Yeah. The only foul trouble would be Philip Jim. He's got 2 fouls. He's got to be careful starting off the second half here. But if you're sitting there with only 2 fouls, both teams are doing pretty darn good. Mazako, 7 points. Fury, 8 points. All right, there's your 15. The last points there. Let's see. Oh, sorry, my apologies. 2. That's 10. Yep, 10, 7. I can't count. 10 and 7. And in the last 5 coming from Philip Jim. He's got officially. Well, I'm looking at it. They credited not Philip Jim. They credited Freeze with a 3-pointer. So I think Philip Jim has 2 points. Freeze has 3 officially for the Neshannock Lancers. For the Wolverines, balance attack here. Chucky Schweinsberg, he's got 5. Tyler Smiley's got 3. Jackson Kerr, 5. Dante Pierce, 6. Braden Hendrickson with 2. And Nate Kennedy with 1. We said that the 3-pointer play was going to come into play. And so far, well, it has a little bit. We'll take a break. 8 minutes, 9 minutes up on the board. It's 22 all. Stay with us, folks, for the second half JV matchup here next on Ellwood City Sports. All right, folks, welcome back into Lincoln High School Big Gym. Third quarter is up on the board. 7 minutes here real shortly. Halftime score coming back into the second half. It's 22-all. It's like a 0-0 ball game, and we have about 14 minutes here to determine the junior varsity winner. Varsity game is set for 7:30, about an hour from now. That'll be on the same link here, same stream. So stay with us, folks. We'll have about a 20-minute break, and then we'll start up the varsity game right afterwards.
So Lancers start with the ball after the halftime.
Yep, kick out there. Wide open is Wozniak. No good. Rebound goes to Kennedy. Kennedy gets rebound, but Wozniak
gets
quickly
trapped.
Yep.
Flumer gets the ball.
Extra passes here. I like Smiley. Take it, take it. There you go. Put it up. You got to be a little bit stronger, though. Ball somehow kept in play. Tipped around, but taken by Neshannock
Body's
Lancers.
going all over the place, right where we left off with
Yep.
the first half. Ball came back to him, and it is good for the Lancers.
Yep, and that will be officially 4 points now for Philip Jim. The putback is good. So that is officially, we kind of kept track of it to a certain degree, somewhere in the ballpark of the fifth lead change between the teams. Stolen there by the Lancers. Freeze all the way to the hoop. It's up and it's good. And just like that, a 4-0 run here quickly puts the Lancers up, well, up 4. Servik gets across the timeline. I'll reset the offense here. Just a minute into this one. Servik back over to Kennedy. Thought about that 3 potentially. He'll reset. Now he looks to drive all the way to the hoop. Pass there, deflected and out of bounds off of Neshannock.
So they're saying Neshannock ball.
Well, we'll play on.
And the two officials had differing opinions on that one.
3 ball is no good. Rebound
Kennedy
comes to
gets
Kennedy.
it, and there is a foul on number 4 for Neshannock. That's going to be his third.
That's big. That's 3.
Team's first.
Yeah, that's his third on number 4, Philip Jim, so he's got to be very careful.
So Servik gets it into Smiley.
Servik with the ball. Pass over to Smiley for 3. Bending no good. Rebound will come to number 24, and that is Fury.
Body's still flying all over the place, Brad.
It's a habit that's going to continue definitely the fourth quarter. Fury off to Wozniak. Wozniak will drive, kick out there to Freeze. Freeze around the horn. And the pass goes to the official.
Straight to the official.
Yep.
So checking in now is number 25 and 22 for the Lancers.
So Measle and Haggerty will come back in. Haggerty started the game. Haggerty came off the bench. Measle started one of the 5 for Neshannock.
Servik with the ball now. Gets across the timeline.
Not much movement per se by the Wolverines so far in the second half on offense. And we're going to get
and
a
tipped
hand
out
foul.
of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul though.
Foul. So that's going to be on number 24, his second, team's second.
And all of a sudden we're starting to tighten up a little bit on the fouls.
So Servik got to get it inbound and gets it into Kennedy.
Out the curve for 3, line drive. No good. Rebound goes to number 22, Measle. No pass off. We look to drive and reset here is Fury. Down low to Philip Jim, and he's going to be fouled from behind, I believe.
Okay, so that's going to be on number 4 for Ellwood. That'll be Smiley's second foul. So going to the line 4-2 is number 4 for Neshannock.
Jim, free throw. It's good. That'll be his 5th point of the evening. So Mazzocco, Gino will check in for Freeze. So he'll get a seat. Second free throw up and it's good. So may have taken about 3 minutes, but I got a 6-0 run here by the Neshannock Lancers. They're up 28-22. Full court pressure. Pass, that's ill-advised. Stolen there by Haggerty. Shot is up, and it's good. Haggerty will now get up on the scoreboard. It's 30-22, 8-point lead, an 8-0 run. Quick passes here by the Wolverines. Get it across the timeline. Looking to drive, as they do. Kick out to Smiley. And that ball is going to be taken around. It's going to go out of bounds.
And they're saying staying with Ellwood as it went off of a Neshannock player.
And I can guarantee you this will be the physicality that it will be like tonight for the varsity game.
So Kennedy's got to get it in bounds.
Buckle up, folks.
Gets it to Flumer.
It's going to be a bumpy ride, that's for sure. Flumer driving to the hoop. I like the...
Kennedy with a little bit of a trip there, and it goes off the leg of the Neshannock player.
Yep, so it'll stay with the Wolverines, but I think we're going to have a timeout.
Actually a timeout by Ricky Roth and a full timeout at that.
I like that call. So 3:10 remaining, third quarter, 11-0 run here by Neshannock Lancers. They're up 33-22. We'll take a timeout. All right, folks, welcome back here. Out of the timeout, Wolverines with the ball. Looking to do something on offense. 11-0 run by Neshannock. Pass back out to Cervic. Up at the point. Double team comes. Kennedy, extra pass here, and just deflected and blocked there by Jim. And unfortunately.
And a travel.
Yep. So nice play by Jim coming on the backside out of nowhere to block Kerr, but somehow turnover comes back to the Wolverines.
Pierce now checking in for Flumer, as well as Cuevas checking in for Kennedy. And number 23 checked in for Neshannock.
Yep, so Lyle Freeze comes back in underneath the hoop here.
Cuevas to inbound, gets it to Pierce.
All
kind of.
Tipped around, now taking my
Cervic ends up with it.
Crazy action here. All underneath the hoop too. Pass there in the corner. Jones looking to drive. He does. Off to Dante, and unfortunately the ball's going to be back on the court. Jones is on there as well. Back to Cervic. Cuevas for three. No good. Rebound. Put back Jones. No good again. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds.
And I think we're going to get a foul on Jones that time. That'll be his first, team's second.
Yep, you are correct. So both teams with 2 fouls here, 2:30 mark. So the ball will be back over to Neshannock, who's looking to extend this 11-0 run. Taken there by Fury. Double team comes. They're going to have to pass up. They do to Mazzocco. Into the corner. Double team comes there. Quick pass there. It's going to be tipped and taken there by Jones.
It to Cuevas.
Cuevas one-on-one. It's up and it's good. Nice move by Michael Cuevas for 2. He gets in on the action.
Quick inbound by Neshannock.
And that stops the 11-0 run by Neshannock. Extra passes here. Backdoor is open. Mazzocco into the corner. Looks to drive. Layup is up. Bending, no good. Rebound, Dante Pierce. And now we're going to get a reaching foul.
That one's going to be on number 23, I believe. No, on number 1. So that'll be Mazzocco's second foul, team's third, as numbers 5 and 25 checked in for the Lancers.
Wozniak and Haggerty. Neshannock kind of backs off that full court pressure. Now it's a half court pressure. It's coming up is Jim on Cervic. Pass over to Jones. Jones looking to drive, and he's going to be met there with resistance.
And a jump ball.
Yep.
Favoring Ellwood.
Wolverines.
So Jones to inbound. Gets it to Cervic.
Cervic looks to drive. No reset. Get some information from Coach Rick Roth here. Drive by Cervic into the corner. Jones looking to pass out of it. Henderson around the horn. Cuevas this time short again.
I think that ball was tipped.
Yeah, I believe
and it
so
was,
as well.
So it's going to be Ellwood ball.
Yep. Cuevas has a good stroke there, and it looks like it's online, but you are correct there. It was tipped. It kind of deflected, so it'll stay with Ellwood City.
So Cervic to inbound. Wolverines got to get faster with these inbound plays.
Yeah, and they got to get organized. They don't look like 100% on board with what's going on. Michael Cuevas off to Jones. Jones looks to drive. Outside, Henderson for three. It's good. Good bucket there by Henderson. The Wolverines needed that. All of a sudden, they sparked their own 5-0 run. It's 33-27. Freeze with the ball here. Looks to drive. Layup is up, no good. Backside rebound tie up here with Haggerty and Cervic. And it's going to go with the Wolverines.
They're saying
Nope.
Pushed out of
Neshannock.
bounds, I believe.
Yep. Mazako will check back in for Wozniak.
Quick inbounds there by Neshannock. Mazaka with the ball. And a foul way away from the ball again. This one's going to be on on number 24.
Yeah.
So a Neshannock foul on number 24. His third, team's fourth.
Huh. Interesting.
So Wolverines now inbounded the ball. Cervic bringing it up the court to Cuevas. To Jones. Bounce pass to Pierce and fouled.
And just like that, the Wolverines, yes, only 44 seconds remaining, but they do go in the bonus.
And that foul is going to be on number 22, his second, team's fifth. So going to the line for two is Dante Pierce.
Give credit to Jones with that extra little slide pass over to Pierce.
First shot no good by Pierce as Nate Kennedy comes in for Cervic.
Second free throw this time is good. So Dante Pierce adds to his list now of 5 points. All tipped around, taken by Freeze. Freeze now loses it, unfortunately, now to Kennedy. 30 seconds remaining. Quickly up to Jones. Jones 2-on-1. Oh, he loses. Oh, man. He loses handle of the ball.
And he went clear over to the trainer's table.
Yes, he did.
Trying to regain his footing there. So Neshannock now to inbound. Henderson trying for the steal but does not get it.
Drive the hoop. Extra little shove. It's up and it's good by Freeze.
Kennedy now to inbound, gets it to Jones.
Court pressure once again. Pass back over to Jones. 10 seconds remaining. Jones looking to drive. A little bit of a runner, no good. Comes back through his legs. Quickly outlets here to Jim, left wide open. It's up. They're going to say no basket. They're going to say no basket. So, at the end of the third quarter, it is 35-28 in favor of Neshannock. Neshannock outscores the Wolverines 13-6. But Neshannock went on an 11-0 run to build that lead, 33-22. Then all of a sudden, a quick little 6-0 run, basically, in a sense, for the Wolverines, or a 5-0 run with a free throw there. They got it down to single digits, back down to 7, but still a tough battle here for the Wolverines. So we'll take a timeout. Fourth quarter action coming around the timeout. It's Lancers 35, Wolverines 28. right, folks, welcome back. Fourth quarter just underway. It'll be Neshannock ball to start us off. Jim with the ball here. Pass over. Taken there by Measle. Now Mazzocco, he splits the defenders. It's up, no good. Deflected, taken by Pierce.
Up with it.
And now he's going to take it up the court here. I think he's just going to sit on the corner. Whoop, met with resistance. Hold on to it and pass out. And I think we're going to get a timeout.
Yes, 30-second timeout by Ricky Roth.
Okay, good call. I like that call. Every possession for the Wolverines, well, 38, 39 remaining here. Every possession becomes that much more meaningful. Again, folks, we'll talk about the varsity matchup here. Ballpark, 35 or so minutes. Neshannock coming off of a tough loss there to Mohawk last week to fall to 6-1 in section play, and a Mohawk team that started, I believe, like 3-6, all of a sudden has won 7 straight, and they're sitting there at 6-0 in section play. Wolverines there in third at 4-2. So Wolverine ball at timeout.
Got to get it in.
Yep.
Got to get it in.
Woo.
Thank you.
Whew. It's close.
Back to Kennedy.
And taken
ball stripped
by
from
Mazzocco.
Kennedy.
He'll put up the layup. It's up and it's good. Nice little hesitation there by Mazzocco, as I believe he's now officially with 9. Good balance by Neshannock. 9 points, 7 and 10. Drive by Kennedy. Nice look. Just a little too far and wide. It'll go back to Neshannock. Full court pressure by the Wolverines.
Full sale changes coming up for the Wolverines, as
Yep.
I see 4 players sitting over there ready to come in.
Pass over to the far side. Mazzocco down to Jim. He's got the height edge, and turnaround shot is good. So taking advantage of the height, now he's got 11.
Get in.
Jones back over to Kennedy. Wolverines back down by 11. Get across the timeline. Kendrickson in the corner. Yep,
And
he stepped
he
out
is
of bounds.
out of bounds.
Yep.
So we have Flumer, Cervic, Kennedy, or not Kennedy, excuse me, Smiley, and Kerr all coming in for Jones, Cuevas, Hendrickson, and Pierce. So Kennedy's the only one that stays out there.
Taken all the way to the hoop, no good. Backside rebound is up and good. The putback, I believe,
Number 22.
22, Measle. That's his first 2 points of the evening.
Kerr trips, gets in a trap, and he is fouled. That foul's going to be on number 24. That's going to be his 4th foul, team's first.
And with the varsity matchup here, that makes the bench a little bit shorter for Neshannock. They got to be careful here.
Coming in is number 5.
Yep, he'll come in. Wozniak for Fury.
Kerr now with the ball.
Double team in the corner off to Cervic. Cervic looking to push the offense here. Gets a screen from Flumer. Backdoor cut to Flumer and 1. Okay.
So Flumer is fouled. So that's going to be on number 23. That should be his first. Team's second now.
It should be in the act of shooting. Yep. So to the line for 2 is number 30. A brand new number 30, Matthew Flumer.
Flumer's first shot in and out, no good.
So lead still 13 here with 5:07. Second free throw for Flumer. A little too hard. Rebound's going to come out to Freeze. Quick pass up to Mazzocco. Got numbers. Wozniak. Good drive to the hoop. Kick out there to Freeze. Left open for 3. No good, but is a foul. Yeah. Huh.
So that one's going to be on Flumer, his first. Team's first of the quarter. He should be going to the line for 3 is Freeze. First shot is good.
So that makes the score 42-28. It looks like Neshannock's starting to slightly pull away in this one. Make it 43.
Second shot good. Third shot is good. Makes the score now 44-28 in favor of the Lancers. Cervic bringing the ball up the court.
Quick passer, just not the way to go. Taken by Neshannock. It's all the way to the hoop. Up and too hard, too strong by Jim. Rebound goes to Freeze. In the corner, double team, passes over. Layup is good. Nice little jumper by Measle for 2, and he's now got 4. And just like that, folks, this one starting to get out of hand. Now 18-point lead, and it's going to be a
carry there by Cervic. So coming in is 25 and 24 for the Lancers.
So Neshannock will inbound here to Mazzocco, right at the timeline here. Looking to close things out. Over to Measle. Hand off there to Fury. Fury left open. He could have taken that shot, but instead, Mazzocco does. Line drive, it's good. Mazzocco for 3, and it has been a barrage. 14-0 run in this fourth quarter.
Smiley now with the ball. Loses the handle, but Cervic gets it back.
Nice extra
And
pass to Kerr.
is good.
A bucket well needed for the Wolverines. That ends the 14-0 run. So Neshannock in the second half, 11-0 run and 14-0 run to build this 19-point lead. Drive to the hoop. It's up. Deflected by Flumer.
So coming in is Jones and number 5 and number 4 for Neshannock.
So inbounding will be number 4, Philip Jim. Big night for him so far. He's got the height advantage here on Kerr. That's why Jones comes over. Back over. Double team. Jim passes out of it off to Mazzocco. He thought about it, and he says, you know what? 19-point lead. Slow it down. Reset now.
Kerr gets the ball.
Yep. Ill-advised pass and reaching, no call, and it should have been a foul.
There was the call. Was it a call?
It should have been a foul.
Yeah, there we go.
No foul.
What were they saying? Just out of bounds?
Yep. Quick extra pass by Smiley. No good by Jones. Rebound comes back to Neshannock. 3 minutes remaining. Tipped. Ball at the timeline. Picked up by Wozniak. Wozniak now stripped by Cervic. 2-on-1. He will do the extra pass. Technically it's kicked. Smiley, the put up, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Mazzocco takes it. That's been the night for the Wolverines. All the way by Mazzocco. His shot's no good. Jim, rebound, put back up and good. And that has been the story, folks. It's 21-point lead, Neshannock Lancers. Over to Smiley. Tyler looking to drive. No reset the offense. Tyler in the double team. Stripped there by Mazzocco. Spinorama now taken by Smiley again. Ooh, and there's the timeline. It should have been over and back. Cervic. Splitting defenders. This is just nuts. Shot is up, no good. Flumer with the rebound. Pass out of it to Cervic. Under 2 minutes remaining. Cervic with the ball. Woo! Dribbles. Flumer! Oh!
Flumer with the put-up, and it's good.
Well, you may be down 21, but that was a nice play by Cervic and Flumer. Minute 38 remaining. Pass over to Wozniak. Over to Jim. Jim will take that line drive 3. It's up and it's good. Nothing but nylon for Jim from 3, and we'll have a timeout.
And a timeout just for a rotation switch, I believe.
Yep.
So 30-second timeout by Neshannock.
Now they're going to say Ellwood.
They definitely said Ellwood, but Neshannock coach is the one that indicated, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, and they just pointed again. So I think that was Neshannock too. We'll say Neshannock because they were pointing the books. There we go, 2 and 3. Yep. So fans starting to trickle in. The pep band comes in, the cheerleaders for Neshannock. It's going to be a packed one, folks. 7:03 right now with 1:29 remaining in the JV matchup.
Smiley gets it across the timeline for the Wolverines.
Hands the ball off potentially. There we go to Cuevas. Backdoor drive. I like that. Make it happen. Kick back out to Kennedy. Come get the ball here, he says. And nope, we'll reset the offense. Now he picked up his dribble. That's not good. Pass goes over and it's deflected, taken by Freeze. Now Kerr, he gets shoved behind, no call. Taken by Neshannock once again. Now Pierce gets in it, and they're going to say jump ball.
And a jump ball. So, in favor of the Wolverines is that jump ball.
Pure madness.
They're trying to see how well I can cover things. Kerr now with the ball. Gets it across the timeline for the Wolverines.
All the way to the hoop. He'll put it up. It's blocked, and it should be Neshannock ball. Because it did hit Kerr on the way out of bounds, but
they are saying Ellwood ball.
It stays with Ellwood.
So Kerr will inbound. Get it in. Thank you to Smiley. Or Kennedy, excuse me.
Kennedy, 45 seconds remaining. Looking to drive. He does. Pass over to Kerr. Kerr looks to drive now. Runner, like the move, no good. Rebound goes to Measle as he falls. Pass over to number 24, Fury. Back behind the door to Freeze. Freeze back up to the point, and they'll reset here with just 30 seconds remaining. And I think we officially called off the Dogs, so it looks like all we have to do is dribble out 20 seconds, and this one will be in the books. A run by Neshannock. In the third quarter, 11-0 run, followed up by a 14-0 run, paves the way for the Neshannock Lancers, and they outscore the Wolverines big time, 19-4 in this fourth quarter for the victory. So, final score in the books, officially 54-32 in favor of Neshannock. Dakota, thoughts on that one?
Very physical game.
Yes, I'm glad you started with that word.
So, I'm definitely thinking that's going to transfer over to Varsity.
That theme is not changing. This is going to be...
we'll see if a little more is called in Varsity than what was called
right
here.
I don't think blood is going to be shed per se, but this is going to be a bloodbath, I would say, here in about 20-some minutes. So, final score, JV, Neshannock Lancers defeat the Wolverines 54-32. We're waiting to see if they put up some time here. It's going to be 20 minutes, it should be, for the varsity matchup. So, there it is. There's the 20 minutes. We'll take a timeout. 20 minutes here. Get ready to go for the varsity matchup, and that'll be at the bottom of the hour. So stay with us, folks, here. Final score, Lancers with the victory by 22. Varsity up next.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Ellwood City Lincoln High School Big Gym as the Ellwood City Wolverines are hosting the Neshannock Lancers. What a great night for basketball. Every night's a great night for basketball. And this section matchup, I always get the crowd when the Red and Neshannock shows up here at Ellwood City, no matter what sport it is. We should have a great game here tonight. Brad, you got the standings there.
Yep, Wolverines come into play tonight at 9-6, 4-2, looking to try to make this a three-way headed monster for the finish here as we are about ready to start the second half of section play. On the flip side, Neshannock, a tough loss against Mohawk. Mohawk Warriors team shot lights out and got out ahead of Neshannock, and Neshannock, for the first time, falls out of first place. Looking to bounce back, though, 6-1 in section play. Mohawk, Neshannock, Ellwood, those are the three teams we kind of had a feeling that they would be there. Beaver Falls, be careful, Beaver Falls. Riverside is not far behind. Yes, they're 2-5, but those two teams still have to play one more time at least.
So a big matchup here tonight. It could affect the standings as we move forward, coming into that playoff time of year, making the announcements now, and moments away from the playing of our Star Spangled Banner. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst and Dakota Marshall on camera tonight. Season. It's a long season, but it sure does go fast, Brad. Hard to believe we're sitting here starting the backside of the section games. Wolverines lost to Neshannock the first time. The score of that game, Brad, not to catch you off guard, but what was that score? Do you know off the top of your head?
That was 62-51 in favor of Neshannock.
Yes, okay.
And, well, we got the national anthem.
The national anthem. And a nice job by our pep band here representing the band here tonight with that national anthem. So, Brad, as you said, that first matchup, 62-51 in favor of Neshannock. Brad, take it away. You got the Neshannock lineup.
Yep, Neshannock Lancers come into play 13-2, 6-1 in section play. They're visiting Neshannock Lancers. Starting us off is number 11, the sophomore 6'3" guard, David Quat. Number 3, a sophomore forward, 6'2", Ashton Allison. Junior forward, 6-foot guard, number 15, Jake Rind. Number 10, junior 5'8" guard, Talon Anderton. And finally, senior guard, number 2, 5'11" guard, Anthony Bonner. The head coach for the Neshannock Lancers, John Corey. The assistant coaches are Zach Sarver, John Colzier, and Greg Rosatella.
Just one senior on that starting lineup, Brad. Keep note of that as we go through the game. Here we are, now the Ellwood City starting lineup. Number 3, he's a sophomore, standing at 6'2", 130 points in his sophomore season. Number 3, Aaron Lake. Number 5, he's a junior, 81 points in the season, 232 in his career, sitting at 6 foot tall. Number 5, Chris Smiley. Number 2, he's a senior, standing at 6'1", 95 points on the season. Senior, number 2, Nate Williams. He's a senior, standing at 5'11", 151 points, a whole bunch of assists. Number 20, Colton Kreiser, and the senior, standing at 6'5". 1,770 points in his illustrious high school basketball career. Number 35, senior Joseph Roth. Head coach, first-year coach Dan Bradley, assistant coach Ricky Roth. 9-6, 4-2 in section play. The Wolverines coming into this contest. Neshannock sitting there at 13-2, 6-1 in this 3A Section 1 matchup tonight. What do you got there, Brad?
Just a couple of rule changes. Obviously, we've been talking about them all season long. And the big thing is just the fouls. 5 fouls for each quarter. So far, hasn't been a big factor, but we have seen the factor of...
It has changed the complexity of some of the games. We can talk about that another time because we got tip-off. And possessed there by the Wolverines. Chrysler quickly up the court. Out there to Smiley, the lefty for three, way too far. Oh, Lake tries to put it back up in, and going to be last touched by the Lancers. Aggressive. 9 seconds in, the Wolverines got 2 shots in. Boy, that would have been a highlight reel there for sophomore Aaron Lake if that ball falls. Chrysler now inbounding. Got the time thing going here. Gets it out to Joseph Roth at beyond the three-point line. Joseph, phenomenal swimmer, phenomenal basketball player. From the foul line, fadeaway jumper, doesn't get it to go. Who gets the rebound? Williams, he's hacked, no call. Down the court the other way comes Neshannock, number 2, puts it up, shot won't go, but he is fouled. Allison with the shot attempt. First foul of the game coming up against the Wolverines.
That's going to be on Smiley, his first.
So to go to the line to shoot 2 is number 2, Anthony Bonner. Bonner's first shot does not go. That last play there, I thought Williams had possession, but he was kind of falling forward or away from the rim, and Bonner was there to quickly snag it up and come the other way. Second shot by Bonner. It is good. 1-0, Neshannock with the first points of the game. Chrysler. Bounce pass to Roth. Roth bringing it up the court. Looks over to Coach Bradley for direction. Roth now. Got him in. Kicks it out there. Smiley down the baseline. Kicks it out to Williams. Over to Chrysler. A lot of ball movement here for 3. Chrysler off the front rim. Don't go. Smiley not giving up on a play. Gets it. Stays in bounds. And who ends up with it is David Quat. We're going to be saying his name a lot tonight. If he gets hot shooting, it could be a long night for the Wolverines. Number 10 now. Anderton. Kicks it out there to Rind. Rind back out to Quat. He drives, puts the floater up and in. Made it look easy that time. Was Quat. Gets his first 2 points of the night.
Joseph Roth getting directions here from head coach Dan Bradley. Gets across the timeline, 6:40 remaining first quarter. Screen there by Chrysler. Roth met there with good defense. Pass over to Williams in the corner, and they'll reset once again. Coming in the kitchen sink here, Smiley. Back off the Roth once again.
Now Roth passes it over to Chrysler. Chrysler. He got good covered there. Tried to look for a pick, didn't get it. Does a little spin around the move, puts it up, and don't get it to go. And up over the back.
That is 2 or 3 plays by the Wolverines. If they fall, they are
they're making the moves, but the moves really don't matter if you're not going to finish.
Yep.
And right now the Lancers have that 3-0 lead. Pass out there to Rind. Rind, top of the key, gets it to Quat. Quat, long, lean kid, standing at 6'3". Now Bonner hands it off there to Anderton. Anderton drives down, kicks it out to Quat. Quat down in the lane. If the floor looks slippy, Brad, just something to note. Underneath pass, kicks it out there to Bonner.
That was blocked by Roth.
Underneath, nowhere to go. Who ends up with it? Williams gets it out to Roth. Roth, spin move, turns it up and in. Shot won't go, but he is fouled. So Roth will go to the line to shoot 2.
And fouls on number 15, his first, team's first.
Ross, first shot, nothing but net. It is good.
So Will Nardone will check in for Chris Smiley, giving him a breather. Will Nardone, decent game on Saturday.
Second shot by Roth, rattles the rim. It is good. And I tell you, Brad, early going here in the game, the student section is all in tonight.
Yep,
Now,
that
bring up the
birthday
court.
thing.
Yep, you can connect the dots at home. Number 11, Quat.
Drive to the hoop, splits the defenders, no good. Rebound Roth.
Either team is shooting real good right now. Roth drives all the way. Doesn't get it to go. Who ends up? Roth gets the rebound, tries to use the glass. Now this time puts it up, and he gets it to fall.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. It took 3.
Not giving up on the play, though. Now Quat with the ball. Puts that floater up there. He tries that a lot. Nothing but air. Coming the other way. The student section reminds him it's an air ball. Roth, long pass to Williams. Off the rim, don't go. There to get the rebound is Aaron Lake. Bounce pass out to Chrysler right underneath the Roth. A lot of ball movement here by both teams early going in the game. Can't give my cough drop time to work here. Chrysler now.
His dribble.
Lifts it up there. High pass that time. And who ends up with it is Allison. Allison gets in the hands of Bonner. Bonner to Quat. Deep 3. Nothing but net. And he can do that. Bonner just a sophomore.
Yep, last time out these two teams played, Quat had 19 points, 9 rebounds.
So here comes Chrysler. Wolverines down by 2, 6-4. Chrysler looking, finds this junior Nardone. Nardone back out, top of the key to Lake, over to Williams, fakes the 3. Now back out to Roth. He wants to answer with a 3 and does not get her to go. And who gets the rebound? But Quat coming the other way is Bonner. Bonner, up the court he comes. 3 dribbles, he's at half court. Puts the floater up, is
number 10, Anderton.
Anderton. Both teams wasting no time making something happen offensively. There is no shot clock, but at this stage of the game, you would not need one here tonight. Roth fakes the 3. Nardone launches up the 3. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Who ends up with it? Chrysler fights for it, and as he dove out of bounds, he touched the ball. Noble effort there by Chrysler. Number 30 checks in. Jackson Mazzacco.
As well as number 34.
And Sopko checks in. So Sopko with the ball. Deep pass to Quat.
Drive here by Quat, kick back out to Bonner. Back to Quat for 3, line drive, no good, rebound Roth.
Coming the other way is Roth. Bounce pass to Chrysler. It would have been cute, but didn't happen. Now Anderton out to Mazzacco. Now Anderton dribbles. We have not had a stoppage in play here for about 7 minutes, have we, Brad? 1, I think. Now Quat. Nice steal there by, who ends up with it? They got a call. And Brad, they are letting them play.
We said it. Dakota and I saw a JV game that was no calls, no fouls.
There are games where there would have been 3 fouls on
that play alone.
8 seconds alone.
Yeah.
But as always, if they call it the same for both teams, I don't care.
I guess.
So Widmeyer checked in, did he not? Yes, he did. The senior Widmeyer. Now, kicks it out there. Mazzacco, he sets a screen. The 3 goes up off the front of him. Don't go. Followed his shot nicely to Anderton. Now kicks it back out there to Sopko. Sopko to Mazzacco. Quat. Now, number 20 who checked in.
Yep,
Lawrence Keith with the ball. Goes to Quat. He wanted to spin it around there to Keith. Almost lost the ball. All over. Double dribble. You have Williams, the assist on that. His coverage made that happen. Smiley going to check in now for Nardone. And I do mean this as a compliment. But number 30, Jackson Mazzacco, looks like a football player out there playing basketball. He's a
beast.
He's a big kid. Maybe not super tall, but kind of got that brick wall look kind of to him that will be hard to hit up against all night. Kreiser now covered there by Anderton. Gets it out to Smiley. Smiley to
Win for three!
Off the bench, Ryan Windmeyer. Oh, Wolverines caught sleeping. And Smiley, that time they called the foul. It looked like a lot of ball, but the officials have a better view of it than we do, and they're going to get Smiley.
With
and here
his
we
second
are.
foul.
Team second. Brad, we're 6.5 minutes into this period, and only 3 fouls in the whole game. Guat now from the line makes the first one. He's got now 6 of the Lancers' 9 points.
Problem there, Thad, is 2 fouls on Smiley.
Yes, second shot. Rolls in and out of the rim. Roth with the rebound, full head of steam. You just got to know what he's going to do. And takes out to Windmeyer, out to Kreiser. He wants to get in a 3 parade. Doesn't go. Windmeyer gets the rebound. Gets it passed out there, Kreiser. Well played there by Windmeyer. Had the presence of mind to throw the ball back out. Windmeyer now top of the key, Roth. He motions Kreiser to come my way. Hands the ball off. Kreiser looks to Coach Bradley. Wants a play. Can't look too. Oh, a nice pick your pocket there by number 10, Anderton. And he puts it up for the easy layup. Gets the steal and the follow through. Was Anderton. Now Kreiser. Anderton's just kind of being a nemesis out there. And Smiley for 3 in front of the rim. Don't go. Anderton saying his name a lot here in the last minute. He's come to life, the junior guard.
Dakota, we
Looks
talked
to
about
Coach
it.
Corey.
We talked about the 3-point shot coming into factor, and so far it's not fallen. Wolverines just 1 of 8.
Oh my. That's why you're down 11-7. Smiley with them 2 fouls still all over. Mazzocco kicks it back out there to number 20, Keith, off the bench, checks in.
10 seconds remaining here.
Keith gets it out there.
Sopko off the quad in the corner. 3 seconds. Somebody's going to shoot.
Looking at the clock, puts it up, and gets it to fall at the buzzer.
Keith for 2.
Was Keith for 2. And at the end of 1, it is 13-7 in favor of the visiting Neshannock Lancers. Let you see the Ellwood City cheerleaders. Nice job as always by the Ellwood City cheerleaders. Folks, stick around for halftime. We got some great sponsors who put ads in our program each and every year. We take a couple times throughout the season to recognize them, so I'm going to read all them off for you. So if you're here listening to the game, just stay close. Nothing really to see other than hear all the great businesses around town that support our fine Ellwood City sports program. Possession arrow in favor of Ellwood City. Inbounding, it's in the hands of Joseph Roth. Joseph, that left-handed dribble between the legs now. Rich's right hand. Behind the back, there's a little spinorama. Puts it up, goes to Kreiser underneath. Well covered there, Anderton. But Ellwood ends up with it. Nardone for 3. Big 3 there by Willie Nardone. I don't even know what happened underneath, but somehow it ended up in his hands. Quat now with the ball. Kicks it out there to Sopko. Back out to Anderton. Anderton, impressive game here. Deep 3 off the front of the rim. Don't go. Nardone with the rebound. Gets in the hands of Windmeyer. Now back to Nardone. Gets him to Joseph Roth. Lancers 1 and change. Got 2 in the on-deck circle to come in. Now Roth. Covered there. Kicks it back out to Nardone. Can we make it 2?
For 3!
Yes, for Willie Nardone! Makes it a tie game, 13-13. Off the bench, does Nardone, gets 2 threes. Now into the hands of Quat. Back out there to Anderton. He wants to drive. Hands to Keith. Keith, floater, puts it up. Does not go. Mazzacco in there for the rebound. Who ends up with it? Joseph Roth. He's got to have 6 or 7 rebounds already, Brad. Here comes Roth. Up the court. Takes a breath. Puts it back. Gets a pick there. From the elbow, short. Follows a shot, puts it up and in. And counted as Roth. The Wolverines get their first lead of the night. It's 15-13. Now here comes Anderton. Anderton kicks it back out there to Sopko. Sopko back to Keith. Looking. Not much movement for the Lancers right now. Almost waiting for something to happen. They get in there and drive as Keith puts the floater up. Don't go. Who ends up with it is Joseph Roth. Oh, alertly passes it, and off the fingertips of Sopko. Going to be Ellwood ball. Aaron Lake checking back in. 15-2-3 coming in for the Lancers. Jake Wren coming back in. Number 2, Anthony Bonner, and Ashton Allison coming in. You can figure out who's not out there, Brad. Felt like we were felt like we were watching a hockey game there as they came off the benches. Now Roth, pretty much the starting lineup back in there now for the Lancers. Roth now covered there by Rind. Little turnaround jumper to floater up. It's short. Number 3, Allison with the rebound. Coming the other way now is Bonner. Running the point now is Bonner back out there to Rind. Rind wants to drive, puts the floater up, uses the glass, puts it up and in. Nice play there by Jake Rind to make it a tie game, 15-15. The Wolverines on a 8-2 run right now as they start off this second period of play. Greiser picked up the dribble there, but gets hands of Lake. Just not able to finish that time was Lake. Who ends up with it is Bonner of Neshannock. Brings it up the court. Rind wants to go down that baseline again. Nicely covered there by Nardone. Kicks it all the way out to Keith. Keith now looks to Coach Corey. Setting up a play. Keith directing traffic. Gets a pick. Now in the hands of Allison. Allison back out there to Sopko. Sopko covered there by Lake. Throws it out there. Rind, deep 3. Nothing but net. That's how you answer, folks. 18-15 in favor of the Lancers. Now Roth brings it down the court, brings it near. He wants to get on a 3 parade, does not get it to go, and who ends up with it? And it's going to be last touch by the Lancers as Bonner actually got the rebound and tried throwing it to Sopko. Lake was in there to disrupt things. Now Chris Smiley checks in for Windmeyer. Smiley, remember, sitting there with 2 fouls. We're halfway through the second period and no fouls yet called.
Letting them play.
They are doing that for sure. Bonner now sets up, don't shoot it. Now to Keith. Keith kicks it out there to Sopko. Sopko's been kind of quiet here for the last in this second period. Rind down that baseline, gets in a little tight. Oh, pretty, goes underneath the Keith and uses the glass. Was Keith, the senior, 6'1" guard off the bench. He's got 4 valuable points here in this second period of play. Now Roth coming down the court. Underneath to Nate Williams. He puts it up. Count it!
I'm going to say charge.
Oh, no. He got the charge by Williams. You don't very often get a jump shot called a charge.
Especially underneath the hoop. I mean, you're within 3 feet of the hoop.
Yes.
It's called big man location.
So, the turnover, or after the foul, possession to Neshannock, and something happened underneath. It appears to be against the Lancers on number 3, Allison. Or no, number 2. No, yeah, number 3, Allison, his first, team's first. So both teams with 1 foul, 3:20 remaining here in this second period of play. Greiser now, well covered there, and while they are letting them play, Bonner with the steal. Kicks it back out there. Out to Rind, well covered quickly there by Smiley. And they're going to call with a travel. Ren was in that no man's land. Where do you shoot? Am I going to pass? And got caught taking that extra step. The Wolverines had it tied up. Now they find themselves down by 5. Quad is on the bench. Now he's in the on-deck circle ready to come on. Kreiser now. Oh, ill-advised pass there. Rend with the rebound, puts it up. Don't get it to go. And on the line, they're going to say Lancer's ball. Nate Williams really didn't give a block there, but he disrupted the layup enough. So Kreiser bounce pass into Quat, check back in there on that play. Now out there to Anderton. Seen about 9 different players so far for the Lancers. Quat tried to get a screen there from Allison, didn't get it. Now back out to Bonner. Gets in the hands of Keith. Oh, he was going to take the 3, was Allison. Thought better of it. Gives it to Ren for 3. Rattles the rim, does not go. Wolverines just aren't making good passes right now. They're almost trying to do too much. Kreiser underneath to Roth. Puts it up and rattles the rim. It's good. So the points off of turnovers is the difference right now, Brad, for the Lancers. Oh, and that should be they caught a block on Kreiser as Bonner was driving to the hoop.
We got replay, and it's interesting, that's for sure.
Yes, it is. Ren's going to take a seat on the bench, and Sopko is going to find himself back in there. Well covered. There's a block by Roth on the inbound. He gets it back, down the court, bounce back to Lake. Oh, he lost the handle, and out of bounds it goes. Boy, if we're going to talk about this first half of play, Brad, we can talk about missed opportunities for the Ellwood City Wolverines.
Absolutely. Every single turnover Neshannock has had, Ellwood has turned it right back over.
Well, I think more importantly, Neshannock has scored off of those turnovers.
Yes.
And here it is, Anderton hands it to Bonner. He's not afraid to drive the ball. Quat, and the Wolverines have shut down here for the most part underneath pass. Kicks it back out. Deep 3 by Keith. Falls off the rim. Sopka with the rebounds. Wants to set up a new offensive play. Bonner now with the ball. Fast moving first half here. So kicks it out there to Keith. Oh, lost the handle of the ball, but he keeps it across the timeline. Now Quat. Gets a screen there by Bonner and Allison. Here's Quat. Almost teasing what to do. Underneath, kicks it back out. Around the horn it goes. Sopko kicks it back out to Keith. And he loses the handle but keeps it alive. Quat now for 3, and he's awake again. He's got 9 points.
Too many overcommitments by the Wolverines.
Well, they're trying to minimum that driving, and it's letting somebody open. And this time they're going to get a foul on Bonner. He got a little hack. He hacked him. So his first foul, team second. So nobody in real foul trouble other than Ellwood City Chris Smiley, who is checking out of the game right now with 41 seconds remaining in the second period. Nardone checks in for him. Nardone with 6 points so far. And it appears Joseph Roth is looking at the trainer.
Yeah, he's got his knee is open. There's blood on his knee.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's down his leg. Yeah, he's got a big gash on his leg.
So Smiley comes back in.
He did say bloodbath, I guess.
Yeah. Lake checks in, gets the ball into Nardone, out to Smiley. 35 seconds. Nardone, deep 3. Off the front of the rim, don't go. Quat with the rebound. Coming the other way, 30 seconds. Quat dribbles it, backs out. Bounce pass underneath the Sotko. Oh.
And they're going to call blocking foul.
Mazzocco, and I think it's on Smiley. Yes, it is.
His third. Team's third.
So Smiley sitting there with 3 fouls now, and he's going to exit the game, and Windmeyer is going to check back in. Up by 6 is Neshannock. They got 25 seconds remaining.
Look at Sopko and Widmeyer they're throwing haymakers there.
Yes, they are. Now, Neshannock kicks it out there, down the lane. Is number 20, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Listen,
is Keith.
It's a way to do it. Make the contact. Make the officials make the foul call.
So that
Best thing to do.
Going to be on Wood, his first, team's fourth.
Just drive it to the hoop.
Yep.
Why not? They're going to call it.
And now Keith will go to the line to shoot two. First shot does not go. I think we've had about 6 foul shots in this whole first half. Now, Joseph Roth checks back in as Nate Williams is going to take a seat for this final 16 and a half seconds. And now Wren is going to check back in for Quat. So now Keith, who is off the bench, he makes the second free throw. Gets in the hands of Joseph Roth. Once you go down the court, 12 seconds. Picks it up, out to Windmeyer, back out to Kreiser. Kreiser kicks it back out to Roth, underneath Aaron Lake, tic-tac-toe counter. It's good. Big points there for Aaron Lake. They just wore him out. Final second shot will not go. So at the end of 2, it is 24-19 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers. They scored 11 in that half. The Wolverines scored 12. So a great turnout here tonight for this game. So we got halftime here, about 10 minutes. Haven't quite started the clock yet. Brad's going to tally up some stats here for you. I think the turnovers are going to be huge to talk about. But hey, before we do that, well, I was going to read off the stats, but I grabbed the football one and not the basketball.
Please have your attention. The 6th grade boys basketball team.
So it looks like 5th and 6th grade basketball team is actually going to put on something for us.
Okay.
And I'm as wide as I can get.
Okay. Well, while you're watching that, folks, I'm going to go through here some of the ads. Hopefully you can hear us over. Oh, a lot of halftime here. We got 5th and 6th grade boys out there rolling the ball around. We got the band going. We're going to read about some ads here. Hey, folks, Valentine's Day just around the corner, so be thinking about some of this stuff as you get ready for your Valentine's Day and just maybe some just general needs that you need all the time. Hey, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And hey, if that loved one gets you that box of chocolates, you bite into it, there's a big nut in there that you crack a tooth on, go see Frederick A. Roth, dentist. The Roth family, great supporters of the basketball team. I'll dub them the first family of Ellwood City basketball. And Frederick Roth, the dentist, check him out for all your dental needs. Hey, take it to the hoop. Ellwood City Fighting Wolverines. Ram Acoustical Corporation down there in Beaver Falls. They'll be sure to help you out. Allied Rubber and Supply Company. We call it the old trader horn when you're my age. Metal hose and in-house fabricating. Stop in there if you got a hydraulic hose that needs fixed. I go in there all the time for stuff you need that you need to get done. They'll fix you right up, get you ready to go. Great service, and they'll get it done quickly at a very economical price. Hey, McDonald's, I'm loving it. Stop in after the game to celebrate the big win. Get yourself that milkshake, hot fudge sundae, or one of the extra value meals. Next Level Photography, one of our favorites. Great people there. Mary comes to a lot of games. Check their Facebook page out. They come to a lot of games and take pictures. You can purchase them pictures from our friends at Next Level Photography. Brad, we go into a lot of gyms. Every gym you go into in Lawrence County, LGKG are letters that you see. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, their attorneys. They'll handle any case, car accidents, motorcycle, medical malpractice, personal injury, truck accidents, workers' compensation. They're there to help you out. Our great friends at Ellwood City Transit Zone of Tours, they do everything each and every day to get our kids to school safely and our basketball teams to where they go. Nalco, an Eco Lab company, they're always good to help out. While you're in the mood of getting your dentist, you got Valentine's Day Want good breath? Get your teeth cleaned at Bradley J. Brown Family Dentistry right down there on 5th Street. The Hungarian Home, always great supporters. Valentine's Day. What's that mean? Candy and flowers. Roslyn Candy Castle, taking care of all your candy needs down there in New Brighton. And of course, down there on Main Street, Ellwood City, Posies by Patty, wedding specialist, but hey, they'll get you flowers for any occasion. Our great friends at McElwain Car Motor Company, the McElwain family of dealerships, great supporters. Need that new vehicle? Run down there and get it. Ellwood City Candy Company, they're great. Great supporters are the Varsities down there at the Candy Company. And fulfill all your bulk candy needs. The T-Box. Stop in at T-Box Indoor Golf and Sports Lounge. Hey, when it was 0 degrees last week and you got the urge to hit the golf ball, stop down there at the T-Box, have a great refreshment, hit the golf simulator, all kind of fun. Hey, you back a little crooked? See Pangonis Chiropractic. Mike Pangonis right there by Marshall Funeral Home. Here, give a call. They'll set you up. Toman Funeral, Joseph Toman Funeral Home and Crematory. Always great people there, the Tomans. Great supporters of all things Ellwood City. Stop by and ask about their, what's their new coffins? I messed the joke up. I'm sorry. So check my 50-50 there, Brad. See if we're winners tonight. But Toman Funeral Home, they'll be the last to let you down. Our friends at Michael's Furniture are always great to help us out. Dave's Hometown Shop and Save. Go see the newly remodeled place there at Dave's Hometown and get all your grocery needs. Marion Dental Care, Dr. Martin C. Marion, Atlas Supply Company. Best kept secret in Ellwood City. They don't advertise, I don't think, a whole lot because they don't need to. If you got new kitchen cabinets, you need a new countertop, write this name down, Atlas Supply Company. Greg and Danielle Woodhead, wonderful people to work with and do quality work. Disability benefits from start to finish. It is some offices of Michael Perry. Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. Love our friends at Pizza Joe's. Daimio Law Group. Also, we got Johnny's Pizza, a slice of Italy for over 70 years. Stop in, check it out. They've done some changing around there. Best pepperoni rolls you're going to find on this side of the Mississippi River. Home Instead Care, Senior Care, Michael Newpower. They'll be sure to help you out. Air Physical Therapy. They're the trainers here for all of our Ellwood City. Stop in there. They got classes you can go for exercise, things of that sort. Check them out. So going through here, Ellwood City Saxon Club. Stop in there, become a member, or just stop by, grab a refreshment, get yourself something to eat. Of course, all the families always put things in there. Nico Luciano's, our great friends over at Nico's. Get the calzones. You'll love them. If you don't like them, you got bad taste buds. It's that simple. They're really good. Nico Luciano's. Get the seafood Alfredo. That's one of my favorites. I get it every time I am in there. Bella Marie Photography. Check her out. She will be more than happy to take your pictures. She's at games taking a lot of them. Ellwoodcity.org. We work with them some. They take some of our information and repost it with our permission. So ellwoodcity.org. Check out all your local news through there. The Color Center, they made this beautiful thing here that I'm looking at. Custom print shop, print, design, promote. Don't forget, folks, they got FedEx and UPS drop off there. Us here at Ellwood City Sports, we certainly are put ads in here, and we certainly do appreciate doing what we do each and every week. And folks, another one here is the Pancake House. Not just your old Pancake House, the original Pancake House, owned by the Swinesburg, Chucky's dad and mom here, placed down there in North Hills and South Hills. Google the original Pancake House. They got this thing they call a Dutch baby. It's awesome. Apple waffle, strawberry French toast, chicken feta. It's awesome. And of course, 20 years in service, Bucci Advanced Plumbing, Drain, and Boiler Services. Folks, we certainly do appreciate all these great people that put ads in our programs. And the best way that you can show your support to them is go in and do business with them at their places of business. Brad, I'm going to take a break here for 2 minutes because we're just 2 minutes away from the start of the third period. Take it away.
You may be taking a break. This is when I shine. It's halftime, 24-19, 2 minutes left up on the board, third quarter about ready to get underway. The big difference in that first half, it was turnovers. Ellwood City, 8 turnovers, Neshannock 3, and those 8 turnovers by Ellwood City led to a lot of the shots, simple quality shots by Neshannock. Neshannock didn't shoot very well, but neither did Ellwood City. Neshannock 9 for 22 combined in that first half, 7 for 25 for Ellwood City. You combine it, we're shooting 16 of 47. Not a very good shooting night. But the flip side is both teams have had 3 3-pointers. So 9
but
points.
But they've taken a lot of threes, too. At least Ellwood has.
Yeah. Wolverines 3 for 12, Neshannock 3 for 10. And normally these shots would be going down. We said it was going to be a barrage of 3, and I think the team who warms up makes maybe a couple back-to-back shots all of a sudden. And we saw it in the JV game, Dakota. Neshannock out of the timeout, or halftime. It was close at halftime. Yeah. It was within 2 or 3. No, it was tied. It was tied, 22 all. And then Neshannock came out, 11-point run. And then a 14-0 run in the fourth quarter, and that's the difference. It comes with, well, I don't know what to say, Thad, about other one thing. It comes with runs.
Well, I if you were to ask me, and I meant to say it in the first period of play, for the Wolverines, I think to win this game, the easiest way to do that is to stop them scoring runs that Neshannock that we've seen them do for the last couple of years. You know, all of a sudden they go on an 8-0 run, a 10-0 run. And the teams, I think, are too evenly matched that if you let one of the other teams do that, they find themselves ahead.
Do we dare ask our student section to make a chant about "We got the runs"?
No, we're not going down
good.
that road.
Smart move, I guess.
So, yep. You take that up with Miss Karen, see if she wants to do a cheer about that. But it is your idea, not in Thad Sturgeon. Has nothing to do with it.
Not condoned by Ellwood City Sports.
So, but here we go, folks, as we're going to start off. And cheerleaders trying to get the Wolverines student section back in this game.
Crowd's been a little bit quiet so far in this one. Neshannock will get the ball here first, starting second half.
So Jake Rind there inbounds it and gets it to number 10, Anderton. Pretty good ball handlers. Anderton gets it to Bonner. Bonner almost walked there, and they did. They called it a little bit of a delayed whistle, but we'll count it either way. So Wolverines now gets it in the hands of Kreitzer. Kreitzer meets some resistance into the hands of Joseph Roth. Had 8 points of the Wolverines, 19 in that first half. Roth now all the way across court, a little bit of high pass. Williams ends up with it back in the hands of Roth. He can jump about 12 feet in the air. Nardone takes the 3, tries going down the lane underneath, and who ends up with it is Rind. Low percentage shot there, and it did not go. Number 3 loses the handle. Was Allison. Coming the other way is Williams. Bounce pass to Roth, puts it up and rattles the rim. It's good. It almost looked like he wanted to slam that ball, but he was a little bit too far away from the rim. Now, Bonner, top of the key, letting the Lancers see what they can do. Gets in the hands of Anderton. Anderton back out to Rim. Into Bonner. He fakes the 3 a lot, but I haven't seen him take it much. Now Quat, trying to get down penetration, doesn't get there. Kicks it back out. Who ends up with it is Rind. Rind got there in the baseline. A nice underneath, and on the floor foul as Bonner snuck in there underneath Aaron Lake. Lake went up to block and come down. Yeah, so it'll be his first.
Tough play there by the Wolverines. Lake. I think that passing, all these passes have just lulled the Wolverines to sleep.
And that time the 3-pointer, and he drains it, is Anderton. That's, I believe, his second 3 maybe.
First 3.
Roth now brings it up. You can't expect to answer. Roth puts it up and gonna make the shot. Roth comes down, and either player is very fast at getting up. Roth is grimacing there in pain. Rind helps him up. The shot's going to count. He's going to go to the line for the and one. He's walking toward the line. So shooting one. The foul is on number 2. And yes, he come down funny on his elbow, Brad.
Yep, right on his elbow.
And shot's a little bit too hard there, but who gets it is Lake. And it is going to be Ellwood City ball.
Yeah, we'll see about that elbow, maybe a factor here. That's tough. He got his legs tangled up when he fell down right on the elbow.
So here's the inbound. Bounce pass underneath to Lake. Nice defense there, but Lake makes him pay for it. Allison had coverage. Lake makes the point. Wolverines all of a sudden now are just within 2. Here we have Anderton. Kicks it out there to Bonner. Bonner back out to Quad. Quad. Gets it to Wren. Fakes the 3. Almost walked. He did not. Bonner now with the ball. Kicks it out there. Now Wren. A lot of passing here by and crisp, clean
It
passes.
lulls you to sleep on defense.
And they're going to call a travel on that one. And he's in the wrong league for that. The NBA, that's good. But here they're going to call it. And this is really our first time out of the game.
Wow. That's got to be a record this year.
Yeah.
5:38, third quarter. Woo.
32nd timeout.
Yep.
By the Lancers. Folks, just to give you an update, Chucky Swinesburg, for our Facebook followers, we did not cover the game. Brad was there at the game.
Right in front of me. Right.
Took a pretty good shot to the head. Was knocked out, you said, Brad.
Yes, yeah.
And he had was then taken to Children's Hospital. And was he there overnight?
I think he was there overnight, but he did come home Sunday evening. Everything looked good. Everything came out well. Everything that
Actually played in the JV game.
Yes,
So
yeah, he played in the
we
JV
certainly
game.
appreciate, and I know the Swinesburg family certainly appreciates all the outpouring of support. I mean, I had people text me from other schools hearing about it, wanting the update. Chucky's a good kid. He's just a likable kid, and we're so glad to see him on the bench in uniform here tonight.
I think the biggest thing that came out worse there was that the jersey had to be cut off
Yes,
of him.
so he's now wearing number 11 instead
Yes.
of number 1. So now Nardone, trying to go underneath. Luckily, it was knocked out of bounds by the Lancers.
There's certain things in certain locations you don't force passes, and that's one.
Well, almost felt like we were watching the Penguins there. One too many passes.
Oh, boy.
So inbound, Roth gets the ball to Williams to Nardone. Nardone wanted to do the alley-oop, and Roth was just not set there yet. But it was last touched by a Lancer, Anderton, and he was on the line when that happened. So Coach Bradley now wants to try something different. Got Nate Williams there to inbound the ball. Gets it in the hands, and I see what he did there. Yep, wanted to get it out to Kreiser. He dumps it off to Nardone. Nardone trying to make something happen. Kreiser now. Dumps it off to Nardone. Nardone, well covered there. Lost the handle of the ball, and I think they're going to get a push.
It's going to be a push against Neshannock.
And I think it's on Anderton. His first and team second. I mean, I tell you what, Brad, the way they're not calling anything.
Well, they're letting number 20, Keith, just put his hands all over Roth.
Well, I just feed Roth the ball underneath and make him.
It's got to be a foul.
Make him foul you.
Yeah, look at him bodying it up.
Kreiser,
Yeah,
pretty.
there you go.
That time gets the 2. We have a tie game, 27-all. Kreiser gets her first 2 points, and a huge one they were at about the 4:50 mark. So back out there, Keith, who checked back in. Bonner with the ball, out to Anderton. Anderton back to Keith. He wants to drive, thinks better of it, kicks it out. Anderton fakes the 3. I think the Wolverines, there's Bonner. This floor is slipping. And oh no! Kreiser's going to get nailed with the foul. The shot don't go for Anderton, but he is going to go to the line to shoot 3. That's Kreiser's second, team second. So, yeah, right now, Anderton's first shot is nothing but net. It's good. His first time at the line tonight, if I correct Brad. So he's 1 for 1, going to try to make it 2 for 2. And he does. So Smiley is going to check back in with 3 fouls.
Yep, for Nardone. Nardone will take a seat here.
So third shot, and all 3 of them are good by Anderton. He's got 10 points, leading scorer for the Lancers. Now Joseph Roth. A little bit of a press here we're seeing now.
That's a foul.
Yeah, now you got, there's some you just got to call.
Yeah, at some point.
And that was the right call. You got to call that on Keith. His second. And team's
His second,
third.
team's third.
So now Kreiser to inbound. Oh, I had Smiley cutting, but running out of time. That long arm of Roth was able to get that ball corralled. And I think they're going to get Keith again. Yes, they did. So Keith now. Oh, that was on number 20.
That's on number 20. His first, team's 4th now.
Yes, it is Keith, but just his first. I said number 10 earlier. So
Yeah, the last one was on 10.
Anderton. I was wrong. Sorry to mess the stat guy up. Don't listen to me. Watch the game. So, Lake all the way over to Kreiser. Wants to go underneath to Roth. Roth heavily guarded there. He's there. You got him again.
A foul on the floor, but that actually puts them in the bonus, so going for 2.
So Roth now will go to the line for 2 just that quickly.
And 4 minutes.
And that's Anderton's 3rd foul now,
Wow.
team's 5th.
So Roth now will go to the line to shoot 2. Wolverines down by 3. Wolverines just with 2 fouls. This is where the new rule kind of comes into play.
Interesting.
First shot by Roth. Does not go. And you just have to wonder, Brad, if that hit to the elbow is not hurting us a little bit. Second shot is good. So now, Anderton, running point, passes it over to Bonner. Now to Keith. Makes it back there to Quat. Quat, back out to Bonner. Wolverines, I got a 2-3 zone type of situation here right now. Not much movement around right now for the Lancers. Rind trying to go down the baseline, looks for somebody to pass to, pass out to Quad, and almost stolen there by Smiley. Bonner ends up with it. I like the idea. Really, this Neshannock, they're just trying to lull you to sleep. They got a 2-point lead, no shot clock. They have had the ball for 52 seconds in this possession so far.
Reminds me of the Syracuse offense. We usually talk about Syracuse defense. This is the offense here. Just keep passing the ball around.
Yep. Just kind of to Smiley. There to cover. Kicks it back. Unbelievable. It was 4 minutes. It was 4 minutes.
Yeah. And this is why you need a shot clock. Oh, I said it.
So there's a drive. Rind. Rind going to drive down. That time the ball is tipped out and goes, but a minute and 31 second possession.
Ridiculous.
That comes up empty for the Lancers.
It's good offense. It's in the rule book.
Well, the thing is, you get sitting there with 5 fouls. You're allowed to do it. I'm not knocking it for doing it.
Yeah, we're not knocking it. No, we're knocking the roll, but not the.
Until they change the rule, they're going to do it. Kreiser now dribbles, backs in there to Anderton. Smiley now, little jumper, counted. It's good from the baseline. We're all tied up for the Wolverines, and right now
first 2 points.
You got Bradley and assistant Roth. Ricky Roth over there barking out things. So, yes, the Lancers obviously are very, very content. I mean, at this point, Brad, do you challenge them and make them have to pass the ball, get up in their face, do it in 5 seconds? Even just try to trap them? You're tie game, so let them make their deal. Shot don't go. Roth with the rebound. Minute 38 remaining. Down the court he comes. Coast to coast. Counted, it's good. Wolverines back with their lead for the second time tonight. Minute 30 remaining. back and forth game here. The Wolverines have not really maintained a lead for very long. Final minute 15 of the third period here. Turnaround jumper makes it look easy was Sopko. I think that was just a situation there. The Wolverines were just thinking there was going to be another pass and was not really in his face. Kreiser now. Kicks it out there to Williams. Williams to Kreiser. Looking underneath. The two big guys are underneath with Lake and Roth. Roth getting all kind of, they're going to do it. They're going to get Keith with the push. And with them 5 fouls, they'll go to the line for 2 as Roth.
That's his third foul now.
This is
Team
not adding
6.
up. It's not adding up.
I might have told you something wrong.
No, the board was said 20 had 1 foul. Now it's got 3.
Yeah, maybe I was right and they were wrong. First shot by Roth is good. Now, Mazzocco is going to check in for Keith. And you said Keith had 3 fouls now?
Yeah, 3 fouls now.
3 fouls. And we got something on Mazzocco, a little commitment we'll talk about at the end of the quarter.
Roth now makes the second one, 34-32, 49 seconds remaining.
Big free throws.
Yes.
You want to end this quarter, worst case tied.
You'll take the lead. Quat gets it into Mazzocco. Quat now dribbles around. He wanted to get back to Mazzocco, using that pivot put. Now to Quat. Almost like they're trying to let. Oh no! Smiley going to commit his 4th foul.
That one made no.
Yeah, you've been letting them bang against each other all night. So Windmeyer now going to check in. That's 3 team fouls. So really no Wolverines in foul trouble other than Chris Smiley. Bonner with the inbound, 23 seconds. Gets in the hands of Quat. Being chased. There. Oh, Mostowen! And out of bounds it goes as Roth.
He comes up smiling. He knows.
He was looking at that rim.
That was
bring the house down moment there.
Absolutely.
So right now, it just appears that I'd say Windmeyer's, well, he was just job shadowing Quat. Runs up there as Lake. Deep 3 by Sopko. Counted. It's good. Wow. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. It's at the Roth. Launches up the 3. Oh, does not go. Wow, folks. At the end of 3, it's 35-34 in favor of the Lancers. The Wolverines were down by 5 when the period started. Now they chipped away, and they find themselves down by 1.
Unfortunately, that's the one thing you didn't want, was to go down by 1.
Who made that last 3? Sopko.
Sopko, yeah. We've seen him in the past.
Here we have the Neshannock cheerleaders here tonight. Did a nice job, a full squad there from the Neshannock Lancers.
So, little side note there, we talked about it. Yeah, you mentioned about football, and Jackson Mazzocco officially committed today with a photo op and everything. He committed to Kenyon College.
Okay.
So you're talking football, and Neshannock had a good run with football. Ellwood had a good run of football, and now it's transitioned to basketball.
Yep. Well, congratulations to the Mazzocco family on that announcement here earlier today. Kreiser now. Wolverines come out with possession. Out to Lake. Wants to dish it under there to Roth. 3 people on him, and Quat used that 6'3" body, and oh no, going to be a foul, and those hurt when you're 93 feet away.
Yeah. Ellwood City right now making stupid mistakes, and it's going to cost them.
So that's going to be the 3rd foul on Kreiser. Something to keep an eye on, Brad.
Yep. Got to stop reaching. You got to sit back and let it happen.
They're calling the game a little tighter now than we did when he started. There's the aforementioned Mazaka. Gets it out to Bonner. Bonner out to Quat. Quat kicks it out there to Sopko. Picks up his dribble, but gets it into the hands of Quat. Looking for somebody to pass to, and he finds him. Dish it off there to Quat. Puts up the floater, a little bit short. Roth with the rebound. Head up, looking the other way. 1-on-3, and he drives it all the way and can't get it to go. Who ends up with it is Quat of Neshannock coming up the court now. Out there to Anderton. Anderton covered there by Kreiser. Kreiser now with 3 fouls. Anderton drives down in. Sopko takes it back to Anderton. Now Mazzacco to Sopko. Ball off the front of the rim, does not go. Roth with the rebound, coming the other way. Wants to drive. Stops at the elbow, puts up the fadeaway jumper, and it's good. Wolverines with the lead, 36-35. Roth with 19.
And just a side note, it does look like Roth's knee is bleeding again, so he's going to need to watch that. He's starting to bleed through the bandaging.
So Bonner now with the ball. Brings it out there to Sopko, wants to drive down the baseline, and he slipped and he fell. And I mentioned this a couple times, Brad.
You said it. It looks a little bit like perspiration
on both teams.
Both sides, yeah. You can hear the sneakers too, the shoes.
Yep.
It's happening.
So it appears to be a press here, but in the hands of Roth. The Wolverines, I think their largest lead of the night has been 3. And probably 7 for the Lancers. Roth now. Spinarano puts it up and get it! It's good! Gonna go to the line for the and one. And I'm gonna say it, Brad, right now. Roth wants this game. He wants the ball.
He needs to take it over.
And he's taking it over.
Exactly right.
And you know why he's taking it over? Because he can.
Because he can.
Generational type player here, folks.
Ooh.
And
that shows.
Mr. Joseph Roth. 3-point lead. Can he finish the 3-point play? Doesn't get it to go, but Williams with the rebound. Up to Roth, puts it up. Oh, gonna get the charge. Oh my. Roth looking to the official. Just asking a few questions. His first foul of the game.
That's crazy. Fourth quarter, 5:43, and that's your first foul of the night.
Yep.
Especially how they've been playing it tight.
Right. Things have gotten loosened up here a little bit. Two charging calls on the Wolverines so far tonight. So out there to Keith. Keith gets it to Quat. Quat almost wanted to take a 3 to tie it back up. But the Wolverines are not letting them get much opportunity right now. Now back over to Alderton. Oh, people wanted a double dribble there, and I think they should have.
Yep. It was close, that's for sure.
So Keith now wants to drive, and they're going to get wind with the trip. So I do believe it's on the floor. Blocking foul on Windmeyer. His second. Wants a timeout, does Coach Bradley.
I like that timeout. It's a good time to say, guys, relax. 5:04, plenty of time
remaining. You're up by 3. I think the one thing maybe a little concerning for the Wolverines right now, 30-second timeout, is them 3 fouls.
Yes.
And Neshannock just with 1. You really don't want to be in a situation where you put Neshannock in the bonus.
Right. And Thad, we want to take a quick little timeout. We want to talk about Joseph Roth. Joseph Roth this past weekend, if you watched or had the chance to go to the Quaker Valley game at Moon High School, he had 24 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists, 3 blocks, while doing it all with no fouls, and he officially crossed that 1,000 mark. He becomes one of the very few that has 1,000, and he's very, very close to trying to do 2,000, 1,000 on the year. Season, career.
So, career. 21 points tonight for Joseph of the Wolverines 38. So after the timeout, inbounding is the Lancers. Gets it out there to Quat. Covered there, good by Williams. Now back out.
It's the only place you don't want to give it up. The inbounds 3 play. Be careful.
Yep. And, I mean, we have to be impressed with the passing ability of Neshannock. Probably one of the best passing teams we've seen yet this season. Fakes the three is Rin, does the jump shot, doesn't get it to go. Now, Roth. Can he build on that three-point lead? Lost the handle, but picks it back up. Guarded there by Keith. Puts it up, and it's going to be swatted away. No.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yep. You don't need to get teed up here at this point in the game.
Yeah.
So back comes in as Allison, as Keith is going to take a seat. And I kind of like that. Keith does a pretty good job for all the taller he is covering Roth. Inbound, gets it to Roth, if you're an Ellwood City fan. Turns it around that time. What?
No shot.
They're going to
I
call
think there
the
was
foul.
the foul.
Yeah. He kind of reset. And the official now is talking to Lake.
He did put up his hands like, I got it, I know. Whew, he got to talk to.
Who are they call? No shot. Push. And I think they were talking to Lake for something that happened after.
Yeah, he kind of intervened a little bit.
So number 3 for Neshannock,
Allison.
his second, team second.
So now Kreiser with the inbound. Little high pass there to Roth, and who ends up with it on the floor? You got to call jump ball, and they do. I like how was trying to get the timeout was Anderton, but the jump ball possession arrow is in favor of the Lancers, which I'll take that at this point in the game because we might want that with a minute and a half, 2 minutes left.
I almost want to say, let's take one more time out and talk it again. My goodness.
Yes. So Lancers with the ball, 38-35.
The timeout's supposed to slow you down, not speed up everything.
Yeah, there's not been much scoring activity here in about the last minute and a half of play. Kicks it out there to Rand. Rand back out to Bonner. Bonner driving down in, back out to Anderton. Anderton in the hands of Quat.
The swing man is Keith in that middle zone.
Yep, wants to kick it down there. Almost puts it up, wants to pass it back out. Nice coverage here by Kreiser, not letting him get the shot off. There's Wren for 3. Off the front of him, don't go. Joseph Roth with the rebound. Kreiser puts it up, count it. It's good for Kreiser. A 5-point lead for the Wolverines. 40-35, the Wolverines' largest lead of the night. Now Neshannock, got to get into scoring mode. Kicks it out there to Quat for 3. Does not go. Roth with another rebound. And they're going to get a foul on number 10. His third, team's fourth. All of a sudden, we just said it a minute and a half ago, Brad. The Lancers were sitting there with 1 foul. Now they're just 3. Okay, we'll take it. Somebody called a timeout.
I think it's a full timeout in Neshannock.
Yes.
Oh, we'll take a timeout with them, folks. Stay with us. 3:30. Wolverines by 5.
It helps when we're online. Now back, folks. The Wolverines up 40-35. Inbounding here is the Wolverines. Wolverines on about a 5-0 run. There's Joseph Roth up that sidelines. Looks, pass underneath the Lake. Almost lost it. Puts it up. Shot don't go. And who ends up with it is the Lancers. Coming the other way is Alderton. Gets it in the hands of Bonner. Bonner back out there to Anderton, I beg your pardon. Anderton to Sopko, checked in the game. Sopko underneath to Keith. Kicks it back out, deep three. Off rim, don't go. Roth with the rebound. 2 men on him, but he gets away from there. Runs the other way. Pass down there, puts it up. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, that was real close. He almost grabbed him. Got to be careful. Got to be careful.
Yes. Foul is on number 11, Quat, his first, team's fourth. He was in the act of shooting. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Ross first shot. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Foul shots maybe are not falling for Joseph like they normally do. That being said, he's sitting there at 21 of the Wolverines' 40 points. Second shot forthcoming. And count it, it's good. 6-point lead for the Wolverines. It's not enough. The Lancers are good. Right now, I think if you're the Wolverines, just don't let them get a 3. Make him, now there's Keith. Deep, kicks it out there to Bonner. Bonner underneath the quad from the foul line. He drains it, makes it count. So Windmeyer now inbounding into his hands. Up that sidelines. Stays in, bounces Roth. Roth puts it up. Count it, it's good. Folks, he is something to watch. Bonner to Quat. Keith now. Now to Quat. Wants to shoot the 3, puts another floater up. He counts it, it's good. And another timeout taken by Neshannock, 30-second timeout. They should have 2 remaining. Just 3, it says 3 up there.
Yeah, they went and flip-flopped.
Okay, nope, they took it down to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, there haven't been many timeouts.
No, there hasn't.
No, there's not. So this week, folks, Thursday night, the girls will be playing at Neshannock.
Yep, LCSN will have that one.
Oh, they're doing that one for sure?
Yep, they're doing that one for sure.
And
the following night, they're going to be the Wolverines boys basketball team at Mohawk. And guess what? LCSN's covering that.
all right, so Dotson and the gang will be covering those 2 games.
Big help, big help.
So I know they're wanting to get some Ellwood games in. A big girls game.
Huge.
Neshannock sitting there at the top.
Ellwood City had lead against them a couple
They
times.
did. And the Ellwood City girls team.
Maybe take note from tonight.
And I think, we're getting to that point in the season where, the Lady Wolverines can kind of wrap up a playoff spot with a couple more wins. Just now, no matter how far can they go. Oh, is that a foul?
Yeah,
I missed
called
it.
a foul.
Foul on number
That's
20.
5.
That's going to be his 4th, team's 5th.
So Keith
Ellwood is
gets
now
the
in the
foul.
bonus.
Yep.
And Roth will go to the line to shoot 2. Windmeyer steps out, and Chris Smiley steps back in.
Kind of like the odd version of the Hackett Shack, maybe. I have faith though in Roth.
First shot by Roth is good. He's got 25. Second shot forthcoming. 2:02 remaining. Wolverines up by 5. Make it up by 6. Wolverines need a stop here to feel a little bit better about things. Almost stolen there by Smiley. Keith kicks it back out there. They want the 3 at Sopko. Don't go. Williams with a huge rebound. Oh my gosh, they go to jump ball on that.
But it's favoring Ellwood.
I don't care. You wasted a jump ball on that. Oh my goodness. Am I wrong, Brad?
I'll have to watch the replay. I looked away to do the rebound.
And you can do that, folks, after the game as we'll upload it. You can watch the game. Smiley under pressure, throws it up, and a quick timeout there. And they are lucky they had a timeout in their pocket. They get 4. Now they have 3 remaining. As Smiley, a full timeout, got caught in no man's land.
Oh, my. Wow. Yeah, that was clearly a rebound foul.
Yeah. So, with that, game reset here. $1:41 remaining. Wolverines up by 6, 45-39. 3 fouls now for the Wolverines, 5 for the Lancers. So the Wolverines are in the bonus, which is key. Really, the Wolverines have a foul to give.
And I think what's crazier yet, Neshannock still shooting the 3 ball. They've made 5 now, but you can see there's a bunch of open circles there. 5 missed shots by Anderton, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They've missed 13 3 attempts. 5 for 18. That's not going to win you many games.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And really, in the last minute of play here or so, Quad has come out there and had 2 or 3 buckets. I'll say in the paint, but kind of from that elbow inside the foul line, letting them floaters go up. And as long as you're trading buckets, that's okay.
Right. And that's the issue there for Ellwood. On the flip side, Ellwood hasn't made any easy buckets. Neshannock's making them earn it. And where's it been? It's been the free throw line. And I know you're staring right at it. There's only one person that's taken free throws.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
For the Wolverines.
Yes.
And that is Joseph Roth, officially 8 of 12.
Couple and ones in there too.
Yep.
That was
some big ones
as well. So Wolverines with the ball. Joseph Roth wants it in his hands. He just has a way to power through double dribbles. And another foul. Oh my goodness. And say goodbye. You played a good game. Keith, I've been impressed.
Yep.
With him
definitely.
as a player. The 6'1" senior.
He's guarding somebody that's got 5-6 inches on him. And yet he did a very darn good job.
Yes,
Unfortunately,
he did.
5 fouls.
Yes, he did. So, but Lawrence Keith, LJ, is going to take a seat with 5 fouls. He is out of the game with $1:34 remaining. Roth to the line to shoot 2. Oh, off the back of the rim a little bit too hard. Second shot by Roth. Count it, it's good. Wolverines up by 7, minute 34. They see a barrage of threes coming here as Anderton kicks it back out there. Bonner back out to Sopko. Sopko to Rind. He can shoot the 3 as well. Anderton to Rind. Wants to go down the baseline. Wants to drive through, a little dribble around in the quad. And tipped out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Roth. He ran about 22 seconds off the clock to come up empty for Neshannock to try at it again. Quat. No one really to throw to. Gets it in right before the 5 seconds. Down underneath there is Bonner. All the way cross court to Quat. Wants to get down the lane. Slips a little bit out to Sopko. Drains the 3. That's what you got to be afraid of. Down by 4 is the Wolverines. Roth with the ball. 55 seconds. All the way over there to Williams. Williams. Kick it back out. Puts it up. Count it. Don't listen to me. A great play by Nate Williams.
That's his first 2 points of the game.
And maybe the 2 of the biggest ones he's had in a while. Up by 6 is the Wolverines. Deep 3. Off the front rim. Don't go. Roth with the ball. Coming the other way. He's going to be fouled. Going to go to the line. And that's going to be Anderton.
Wow. A guy that can nail the 3-pointer. He made that one, and since then has just gone cold.
Yes, he has.
That's Neshannock as a whole.
Right,
from
right.
3.
You can live and die by the 3. There's teams in this section
Mohawk
that do that. Yes. So 6-point lead. Ross first shot. Count it. It's good. 34 seconds. We know it's a 3-possession game. Roth
First to
now.
50. First to 50. We'll see.
Yep. Roth with 28. He's got 29.
Timeout.
And a timeout taken by Coach Bradley. Up by 8, a full timeout. The Wolverines have 2 timeouts remaining. Neshannock has 2 timeouts in his final 34 seconds.
It hasn't been pretty at the line, but Joseph Roth, the Wolverines are 11 of 16. 11 of 16. Joseph Roth coming in with the clutch. It hasn't been 100% pretty tonight, but is it ever with the backyard brawl? Come on.
Right. Right.
So game reset, 34.3 officially up on the board. 2 timeouts apiece. Fouls, obviously, Wolverines in the bonus. Wolverines still have basically a foul to give. Don't really need it. If they're going to shoot, let them shoot. Don't get any crazy fouls. Don't get into any 4-point plays. And the score, obviously, 50-42. Joseph Roth, 29 points. What a great night for him. And he's definitely got the double-double. I can't count right off the top of my head, but it's in the ballpark of 14, 15 at least in the rebound category. He can move.
So inbounding, 30 seconds remaining. Alderton kicks it out to Sopko. Sopko underneath the rim, looks the floater up for 2. Rin's a pretty good shot, and now a timeout taken by Neshannock. So Wolverines up by 6, 50-44, a full timeout.
And this is usually, Thad, when we go and say our next broadcast, it's not this week.
No, it's not.
It
no,
feels
it's not.
weird.
It'll be, I believe, Monday of next week.
I believe Monday, and is that senior night?
No.
We still got one more for girls.
We got another week.
That's right. We got one more week. But, yeah, big one here. And, folks, it doesn't end tonight. Friday night, Thursday night, girls basketball, Neshannock, Ellwood, LCSN, and then Friday night, Mohawk. Let's do it all over again.
So, and that game Friday night could really have a thing on the stand. You have your standings there right now?
That's first through 3. Now. That's first through 3 up for grabs.
So you can be the Wolverines sitting there at 6-2.
Half game back.
Neshannock will be 6-2. You get the Warriors with their first loss.
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of big basketball
six more games
to be played. So after the timeout, Lancers with 1 timeout remaining. Inbound to Roth. And he's going to be fouled there quickly by Rind. He only has 1. Now he will have 2. And send Roth to the line to shoot 2. 21 and a half seconds remaining.
Roth, like we said, 11 of 16. Trying to hit that 30 mark.
He's taken all 16 free throws for the Wolverines tonight. And he made it. He's got 30 points of the Wolverines' 51. Second shot forthcoming. 7-point lead. Can he make it 8? And he does. Now inbounding. Gets it in there. Sopko. Not much time left for the Lancers. Quat puts up an air biscuit 3. Doesn't go. Who ends up with it is Joseph Roth. Throws it down there to Kreiser. 10 seconds. Puts it up underneath to Smiley. Puts it up and in. 6 seconds. The Wolverines smiling like butcher's dogs. Up 54-44. Deep shot by Sopko. He counts it, but it's not enough as the Wolverines prevail against the Lancers of Neshannock, winning this game 54-47. Roth with 31 points, leading all scores for the Neshannock Lancers. A balanced attack. Anderton with 10 points. Quat with 13 points, and Sopko with 11 there with that 3-pointer at the end of the game. But what a big game tonight, and a big win, a section win for the Wolverines, beating the Lancers. They'll split the season series 1-1 both times.
Yep.
Games were done by 7 points.
And I tell you what, Thad, there's so much stats to read into us. I'm the stats guy. I love my numbers. And I will post those stats later on tonight because we like to keep it short to the point. But if there's one big factor coming in tonight, Neshannock overtook Ellwood City in the scoring race in 3A. Ellwood 63.9. Neshannock 64.3. You just held a team that defensively hold their opponents to 42 points. So not only did you go up by 12 on that knock, you also held them to we'd have to look at the schedule. That may have been the lowest scoring night of Neshannock all season long. Defense.
Yeah, and the timely shooting of the Wolverines really made a big difference tonight. So, Brad, do you have anything else?
I do not.
So, Dakota, anything going on?
Nope.
All right, very good. So with that, folks, the final tonight, 54-47 in favor of our Wolverines. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.